A list of art museums, galleries, and institutes by country. Chapter 1. Find art by country. Austria art museums, galleries, etc. khm.at/homie/homie.html, Kunsthistorisches Museum Wien, the Vienna Museum of Art History. vlmp.museophile.com/austria.html, icom Virtual Library, Museums in Austria, an extensive list of museums in Austria, organized by site. Belgium art museums, galleries, etc. africamuseum.be, Royal Museum for Central Africa, in English, French, and Dutch. China art museums, galleries, etc. chnmuse.net, Henan Museum, in Chinese. chnmuse.net/english/index.htm, Henan Museum, in English. Egypt art museums, galleries, etc. copticmuseum.gov.eg/english/default.htm, Coptic Museum. gem.gov.eg/index/main.htm, the Grand Egyptian Museum Project, Egyptian Ministry of Culture, Supreme Council of Antiquities. Finland art museums, galleries, etc. fng.fi, Finnish National Gallery, in English, Swedish, or Finnish. kiasma.fi/www/index.php?lang n, Kiasma Museum of Contemporary Art, in English, Swedish, and Finnish. France art museums, galleries, etc. c2rmf.fr, Centre de recherche et de restauration des musées de France, Center of French Museum Research and Restoration. Chateauversailles.fr, Chateau de Versailles, the official website of the Palace of Versailles. Paris.org/musees, Musees de Paris/Museums of Paris, searchable index of museums in Paris. rmn.fr/index-gb.html, Réunion des Musées Nationaux, in French and English. web.culture.fr, French Ministry of Culture, in French. Paris art museums, galleries, etc. arts-et-metiers.net, Le Musée des Arts et Métiers, the Museum of Arts and Crafts. cnac-gp.fr/pompidou/actuel.nsf/tunnel ? Open form, Center Pompidou, houses the National Museum of Modern Art. cnp-photography.cnp_version_uk/index.html, Centre National de la Photographie, National Center of Photography. imarabe.org/index-ang.html, L'Institut du Monde Arabe/the Arab World Institute, houses the Musée des Musées Arabes. Louvre.fr/louvre.htm, the Louvre, in English, French, Spanish and Japanese. Marmottan.com, Musée Marmottan Monet, Marmottan Monet Museum. musee-orsay.fr, Musée d'Orsay, in English, Spanish, and French. musee-moreau.fr, Musée Gustave Moreau Museum. rmn.fr/gb/02 musees/01 presentation/musees/oranger.ie/oranger.ie.html, Musée de l'Orangerie. Germany art museums, galleries, etc. germangalleries.com, German galleries, a database of German art galleries and institutions. hamburger-kunsthalle.de, Hamburger Kunsthalle, in German and English. skd-dresden.de/de/index.html, Staatliche Kunstsammlungen Dresden, in German. Berlin art museums, galleries, etc. deutsche-bank.com/Guggenheim, Deutsche Guggenheim/the German Guggenheim Museum, in German and English. smb.spk-berlin.de/kb, Kunstbibliothek, the Art Library. The National Museums in Berlin/Staatliche Museen zu Berlin. smb.museum/en/museums-institutions/National Gallery/home. Kunstareal München Art Museums, Galleries, etc. Pinakothek.de/Pinakothek-der-modern, Pinakothek der Modern, in German and English. Pinakothek.de/index.php, Kunstareal München, in German. Pinakothek.de/nui-pinakothek, nui Pinakothek, in German and English. Pinakothek.de/alte-pinakothek, alte Pinakothek, in German and English. India Art Museums, Galleries, etc. nerumuseum.org/nca.html, Nehru Children's Museum. nerumuseum.org/index.html. thebharat.com/tourism/museum/bhopal.html, the Bharat Bhavan, Bhopal. The museum specializes in two areas: contemporary art with paintings and sculptures by various eminent Indian artists, and tribal and regional art forms from the area of Madhya Pradesh. travel-westbengal.com/museum.htm, addresses and brief description of art museums in Calcutta. Iceland Art Museums, Galleries, etc. List as afn.is/?root=1, National Gallery of Iceland, Reykjavik. Ireland Art Museums, Galleries, etc. Nationalgallery.ie, National Gallery of Ireland, Dublin. modernart.ie, Irish Museum of Modern Art, Dublin. huntmuseum.com, Hunt Museum, Limerick. Israel Art Museums, Galleries, etc. jeru.hug.ac.il, Jerusalem Mosaic. imj.org.il, the Israel Museum Jerusalem, in English, Arabic, Hebrew, and Russian. tamuseum.com, Tel Aviv Museum of Art, in Hebrew and English. Italy Art Museums, Galleries, etc. sbas.forenza.it/academia/acca01.htm, Galleria dell'Accademia, Florence. sbas.forenza.it, Soprintendenza Speciale per il Polo Museo Fiorentino, extensive information and links to galleries and museums in Florence. galleriaborghese.it/default-n.htm, Soprintendenza Speciale per il Polo Museo Romano, in English and Italian. crs4.it/old/museo/muse_ind.html, Museo Archeologico Nazionale di Cagliari, in Italian. mifav.uniroma2.it/home_page_n/stat_hp.html, myfav, Museo dell'Immagine Fotografica e dell'Arte Visuali, Museum of Visual Arts and Photography. museovoltella.it, Museo Rivoltella, Gallery of Modern Art, Trieste. polomuseal.forenza.it/english/benvenuto.asp, Polo Museo Fiorentino, extensive information on art museums and exhibitions in Florence with excellent images. sbas.forenza.it/bargello, Museo Nazionale del Bargello, Florence. uffizi.forenza.it, Galleria degli Uffizi, Uffizi Gallery, Florence. The Vatican Art Museums, Galleries, etc. Vatican.va, the Holy See, the official website of the Vatican, with links to the Vatican Art Museums, libraries, and other resources. mv.vatican.va/3_n/pages/sdr_00_main.html, Raphael's Rooms, Vatican Museums Online. mv.vatican.va/3_pages/mge/main.html, Gregorian Etruscan Museum, Vatican Museums Online. mv.vatican.va/3_pages/mez/main.html, Gregorian Egyptian Museum, Vatican Museums Online. mv.vatican.va/3_and/pages/met_main.html, Ethnological Missionary Museum, Vatican Museums Online. mv.vatican.va/3_and/pages/pin_main.html, Pinacoteca, Art Gallery. christusrex.org/www.1/vaticano/0-musei.html, Musei Vaticani, extensive information, images, and history from the Vatican Museums. ncsa.uiuc.edu/sdg/experimental/vatican.exhibit/music_room1.html, Library of Congress Vatican Exhibit, online exhibit, Rome Reborn, the Vatican Library and Renaissance Culture. Japan Art Museums, Galleries, etc. cjn.or.jp/Tokugawa/English, Tokugawa Art Museum, in English and Japanese. narahaku.go.jp, Nara National Museum, in English and Japanese. nmao.go.jp, National Museum of Art, Osaka, in English and Japanese. suem.co.jp/mito/art-e.html, Art Tower Contemporary Art Center. yma.city.yokohama.jp, Yokohama Museum of Art, in English and Japanese. Kyoto, Japan Art Museums, Galleries, etc. kyohaku.go.jp/indexi.htm, Kyoto National Museum, in Japanese and English. momake.go.jp, National Museum of Modern Art, Kyoto, in English and Japanese. Tokyo Art Museums, Galleries, etc. momate.go.jp, National Museum of Modern Art, in Japanese. momate.go.jp/English_page, National Museum of Modern Art, in English. mot-art-museum.jp/eng, Museum of Contemporary Art, Tokyo, in English and Japanese. nmwa.go.jp, National Museum of Western Art, in English and Japanese. syabi.com/english/index_eng.html, Tokyo Metropolitan Museum of Photography, in English and Japanese. tnm.go.jp/en/servlet/con ?page id =x00 process id =00, Tokyo National Museum, in English and Japanese. Korea Art Museums, Galleries, etc. gwangju.museum.go.kr, Gwangju National Museum, in Korean. jeongju.museum.go.kr/eng, Gyeongju National Museum, in English and Korean. seoulmoa.org, Seoul Museum of Art, in English and Korean. wocf.com/top menu/english/exhibition/03_Gwangju00.asp, Gwangju Joseon Royal Kil Museum, in English and Korean. wocf.com/top menu/english/index.asp, World Ceramic Exposition Foundation. Foundation promotes ceramic art and operates the Ceramic Art Museums of Icon, Gwangju, and Yeoju. wocf.com/top menu/english/exhibition/02_Yeoju00.asp, Yeoju World Ceramic Livingware Gallery, in English and Korean. wocf.com/top menu/english/exhibition/01_Icheon00.asp, Icon World Ceramic Center, in English and Korean. artsanjae.org/kyongju/sunjae/e-menu/e-menu.htm, Artsanjae Museum, Contemporary Art. hoammuseum.org/English, Hoam Art Museum, in English and Korean. maskmuseum.com/default.htm, Ho Mask Museum, in English and Korean. mocha.go.kr/modern/eng, National Museum of Contemporary Art, in English, Korean, Chinese and Japanese. moronmuseum.org, Moron Museum of Art, in Korean. Site has limited English but many excellent images make the site accessible. museum.go.kr/eng/index.html, National Museum of Korea, in English, Korean, Chinese and Japanese. sac.or.kr, Seoul Arts Center, in Korean and English. sungkokmuseum.com, Sungkok Art Museum, in English and Korean. The Netherlands Art Museums, Galleries, etc. Amsterdam Art Museums, Galleries, etc. rijksmuseum.nl/index.html, Rijksmuseum, the largest museum of art and history in the Netherlands, especially strong in 17th c. Dutch painting. Stedelijke.nl, Stedelijk Museum of Modern Art, in English and Dutch. Van Gogh Museum.nl, Van Gogh Museum, in English and Dutch. The Hague Art Museums, Galleries, etc. Gemeentmuseum.com, Gemeente Museum, Modern and Applied Arts, Music and Fashion. kb.nl/index-n.html, Koninklijke Bibliotheek, special collections of illuminated medieval manuscripts, maps, etc. Mauritshuis.nl/English, Mauritshuis, 15th to 18th c. Dutch and Flemish art, especially strong in 17th c. Dutch art. Norway Art Museums, Galleries, etc. af-moma.no, Astrup Fearnley Museet for Modern Kunst, the Astrup Fearnley Museum of Modern Art, Oslo. Munch.museum.no, Munch Museet, the Munch Museum, Oslo, is devoted to the work of Edvard Munch. Museumsnet.no/nas Journalgalleri et Nationalgalleriet, the National Gallery, Oslo. Russia Art Museums, Galleries, etc. Hermitagemuseum.org, the State Hermitage Museum. Kunstkamera.ru/English/index.htm, Kunstkammer. Museum.ru/Gmi, Pushkin Museum of Fine Arts. Museum.ru, Museums of Russia. Singapore Art Museums, Galleries, etc. Museum.org.sg, the National Heritage Board, Ministry of Information, Communication and the Arts. Museum.org.sg/SAM, Singapore Art Museum, 20th Century Southeast Asian Modern and Contemporary Art. Spain Art Museums, Galleries, etc. museoprado.mcu.es/ihome.html, Museo Nacional del Prado/the Prado National Museum, in English and Spanish. museoinasofia.mcu.es/portada/portada_ing.php, Museo Nacional Centro de Arte Reina Sofia, Modern and Contemporary Art. gti.ssr.upm.es/VLMP/Spain, Museums in Spain/Museos en España, in English and Spanish. guggenheim-bilbao.es/idioma.htm, Guggenheim Bilbao, in Spanish, Euskera, English and French. mnac.es, Museu Nacional d'Art de Catalunya, in Spanish, English and Catalan. museotisson.org/ingles/index.htm, Thyssen Bornemisza Museum, in English and Spanish. museopicasso.bcn.es/eng/index_eng.htm, the Picasso Museum, in English, Spanish and Catalan. SpanishArts.com, SpanishArts.com, educational information on Spanish artists, museums, and art history of Spain. Sweden Art Museums, Galleries, etc. Nationalmuseum.se, National Museum, Stockholm, in English and Swedish. modernamuseet.se/v4/template6.asp?ID =$1745, Moderna Museet/Modern Museum, in English and Swedish. Taiwan Art Museums, Galleries, etc. 163.29.104.5, Kaohsiung Museum of Fine Arts, in English and Chinese. npm.gov.tw/main/findex_n.htm, National Palace Museum, Taipei, in English, Chinese, Korean, Japanese, French, German and Spanish. tfam.gov.tw, Taipei Fine Arts Museum, in Chinese and English. tmoa.gov.tw, National Taiwan Museum of Fine Arts, in English and Chinese. Turkey art museums, galleries, etc. ee.bilkent.edu.tr/history/topcopy.html, Topcopy Palace Museum, in English and Turkish.